All right, chat.
Hey
The
guys,
most
welcome
heartbreaking things idols said on camera.
back to Cookie Lit. Get ready for an emotional ride because today we're gonna shed some tears together. Here
Oh, we're gonna cry. Okay.
are the most heartbreaking things that idols ever said on camera. NCT.
Let's
As
see.
entertainment
NCT.
chose a very special concept for the group NCT. They constantly add new members, create brand new subunits, and it looks
Yeah, that's
like they
cool.
even went to branch out into other parts of the world with their activities in order to make a whole new version of NCT. The boys from the band are really something. Not
Isn't
only
there
do they
like
have
NCT 127, NCT U, and like NCT? There's a couple, right?
striking visuals, but they're so effing talented. It's hard not to stan. But just like any other group, even these sweethearts have been through a lot of stuff that didn't leave people's eyes
Okay.
dry. This might not
Let's
come out
see.
as sad at first, but when you let it sink in, you'll totally see my point. In 2019, NCT had long-term promotions and activities in the US. They attended various shows, met with tons of fans, and had a time of
That's
their
cool.
life. When the group was passing through Times Square, people gathered around them and someone kept on calling them BTS. Mark plucked up enough courage and said, "I'm sorry, we're not BTS." Now,
Oh, damn.
that one hurt. Fans
Yeah, I can't. Dude, imagine. I mean, it's kind of like half as well. Because if you're like a person in America and you don't really know, you only know like K-pop from just BTS just because how big they are, right? Obviously, it doesn't give you the excuse of calling NCT BTS just because you think it's BTS that you don't actually know. But yeah, that must have hurt, to
who
be
were around them
honest.
at that time started to scream, "They are NCT, get it together." And although the members of the
Yeah.
group laughed, you could clearly see that they weren't so happy about this. Who would be, right? After this incident, netizens quickly shared their thoughts on the whole issue. People concluded that it's the matter of ignorance, of people who don't listen to K-pop and consider BTS as the only group that represents the genre.
That's what I was
One of the real
saying.
reasons behind the remarks made in the US were, "It's really sad to see your favorite idols not getting enough credit for their hard work." We're gonna stay with NCT a little while longer and mention another sad thing the members said. Jisung and Jaemin were only teenagers when the group had their debut, and so their lives were completely
That's kind of
different from
like,
the lives of
if it's like, I don't know, like the baby, like the rapper, the baby goes to, I don't know, Korea and they call him like, I don't like, what's his name? Kanye, like, or if Jay-Z goes to Korea and they call him Kanye West. That's kind of like,
of their peers at school. Both Jisung and Jimin
Get it
expressed how
together,
they
man.
really felt about the whole situation. Jisung once said, "I have no one to talk to at school, but it's fine." In one of his live sessions, he even said that he's happy to talk to his fans because thanks to
That's
them,
sad,
he can learn
man.
how to socialize more. "I want to tell a lot of things to you. If you have concerns, just come. Except for my
Aw.
company, family, and my hyungs, I have no one to talk to. So I
nice
think
guy,
I learned
man.
a lot of social skills through seasonies. But it's not all. While filming a show with Han Hyun-min, Jimin was asked what it was like to attend school as an idol. Jimin said that he was going to high school only for 1 year and then had to quit. He continued to talk about how you learn to make connections and friends at school, which leaves him with regrets because he couldn't attend high school. Hyunmin asked him if he meets often with his friends now, and Jimin, without a moment of hesitation, said, "I don't have friends. I don't have any friends beside my members." The whole thing was sad, and you can clearly see that Hyunmin didn't
I mean, your members are supposed to be your friends,
know what to do or
But
say.
yeah, it's still kind of sad.
Because he felt sorry for Jimin. Their life experiences were different, and although Hyunmin had his own struggles in life, he still attended high school. Honestly, these boys deserve the world.
Maybe I don't see
Sulli.
this as like super sad because I myself, I don't have that many friends and I've only like value people like my family and my girlfriend and just really close friends, like 2 or 3 people, right? So maybe I just don't see that because I'm not like a huge person like, yeah, I need everyone to like me, I need to have tons of friends. I don't care about that. So for me it's only like the really close people. So maybe that's why I don't
When in
see
October
it as that
2019,
sad.
the sad news about Sully's situation hit the internet, it seemed like the whole world stopped moving for a second. People from the industry started to speak up and voice their opinions about the struggles they were going through, and it made big headlines. And although many people, including Sully's former bandmates from FX, tried to gather their thoughts and really understand what happened, it is nothing compared to
about
what Sully
FX?
herself had to go through. She was an actual angel, a fearless woman who wanted to live life by her own rules and make art that would help not only her but also her fans, her family, and her friends. But she was met with a little understanding. When she was still among us, she was once asked by an interviewer,
Wait,
"What's
Among
your biggest
Us? Is she dead? Oh, okay. I don't know anything about this.
dream, Sully?" And without a moment of hesitation,
Rest in
she
peace.
replied, I want to become a mother before I die. Unfortunately, this dream of hers didn't come true and she passed away too early. Sulli was getting tons of hateful comments online because she was regarded as a controversial by the public and Korean media. Small things like her posting pictures with her boyfriend or not wearing a bra would make her an easy target for online haters and trolls.
What?
During an Instagram live, 2 days before she passed away, people were
Dude,
leaving
people are
tons of malicious
insane.
comments. Sulli tried her best to smile while saying, why do you say that about me? What did I do to you? I'm not a bad person. After this live, she made her last one just a day before she took her last breath. She was seen in her bed, listening to Harlem River by Kevin Morby. Many people noticed that she was not her usual self. Little did we know it would be the last time seeing this precious angel. In one of the letters which she published on her social media accounts before she had passed away, Sulli said, I get the feeling that life isn't meant to be lived alone. The world will never forget her. BTS. With the amount of success that BTS achieved,
Dude, fans and just haters and just people on the internet are absolutely, some of the people are absolutely insane, dude. And I get it, because it's like, you being on the internet, it gives you like this, like you're anonymous, right? No one knows who you are, so if you had a bad day, you can take it out on someone else, you know. But it's like, oof.
it's only natural that some sad moments have come too. The boys have had an amazing career so far, with hopefully
'Cause it
many
happens
more
a
years
lot,
ahead.
right?
Let's look at some of the
Online
saddest and most
bullying.
emotional things they had to say.
It's
Warning,
horrible.
you are going to cry. In 2018, while accepting their award for the Artist of the Year at Mama, all the boys wanted to share a message with their fans. When it was
Okay.
Jin's turn, the whole audience started to cheer for the boys, and the emotions were just running high. Why? Jin's words made a huge impact. He said, earlier this year, we were quite tired mentally, so as we were talking, we even considered disbanding. At that point, Taehyung couldn't hold his tears any longer and started
That's
to
crazy.
cry. The man burst into tears thinking back at the dark times of the group. Jin continued by saying, but we really got a hold of ourselves again. After that, he thanked all the members for staying together and keeping the good work. Jin also shared his love for their fans and didn't forget to mention how thankful he is. Although this is
See, the only thing people see is your success. They don't recognize the hard work that you put in, the hours of work, sweat and tears that go into whatever you do, right? They only care to see your success.
extremely emotional and leaves me crying every time I stumble upon that 2018 Mama clip. It's not the only thing that the members had to say that was really sad. Remember when Jungkook expressed his fear about the disbandment too? The maknae of the group said that, what if BTS suddenly disbands? What could I do by myself? When I thought about it, I realized that I have nothing. There's not much I can do. Whenever I think about it, I worry a lot.
That's their life.
Sometimes when I'm alone,
That's their
there
livelihood.
are times when I feel overwhelming fear washing over me. It's so wonderful that the boys still have such a strong connection with each other after so many years. Even if you're not a fan, it's impossible to not feel proud of them. Kevin from The Boys. In May 2020, the Correct Entertainment released individual videos of each member from their group The Boys, in which all their members were asked some questions. The purpose of these videos were simple, to get to know the boys better. However, fans were left extremely emotional after watching Kevin's footage. When asked,
Oh, damn, is
do you
this sad
tend to
again?
hide yourself from the others? He had some trouble answering without hesitation. Although he said no, he continued sharing more of his thoughts on the topic. Right after that, he said, I can't lie. I suck at lying. Well, then the real deal came,
Me too.
and let's just say it made a lot of people cry. As it turned out, Kevin is not always a very happy, positive guy. This precious man said, when I'm with people, I find myself pretending to be the version of myself that I think that other person wants me to be. That kind of gives me a little bit of daily stress. Yeah, many people related
just
to
an
him
introvert.
immediately because that's something that a lot of us struggle with. Kevin also
He's
revealed that
totally
he
an
asks himself
introvert.
what he should do, what he should say, and that he has problems with opening up to people, which eventually leads to not making strong connections with others. When the video was almost at its end, he had this to say: the moment that I start pretending,
The reason why I'm like kind of chill about it, because I'm the same. So
when I've accepted
it's
myself.
not very sad to me, because
Hopefully, someday soon. Please, go and support the boys now. Not only Kevin, but the rest of them deserve it. Jonghyun, December 18, 2017.
I've been super introverted my whole life, so I know where the guy's coming from.
The day that many fans will remember for the rest of their lives. On that very day, Jonghyun, member of one of the most successful K-pop groups, SHINee, took his own life. The dark and sad history behind this event is absolutely heartbreaking.
Dude,
Jungkook
what
has
is
struggled
going
with his own-
on? Why is so many people like taking their lives,
inner
man.
health, anxiety, and depression for a couple of years at that time. Online comments and nasty things that people would send him also didn't help the whole situation, and it resulted in the most unfortunate thing. When filming a show for Mnet in 2015, in an emotional moment, Jonghyun revealed his true feelings. He said that in the past, he wouldn't show his real self out of fear. I wouldn't want to show the real side of me because of the unfair things that people said about me. But I realized that it was impossible and tried to think what people thought of me in that manner. The never-stopping hate and harsh reality of the online world left Jonghyun feeling lost and depressed. Similar to Sulli's situation, Jonghyun was a fearless advocate for LGBT rights and often shared his thoughts on political and social issues in the country, which made him a perfect target for haters. Things didn't get better and his fans had a last chance to see him on his Instagram live. During the call with his fans, he shared his feelings, saying that he feels very tired lately and that he feels like falling into lethargy. Jonghyun also told his fans that he had been struggling with depression and that he was looking forward to recovering. But his last words got a whole other meaning the next day. When it was already too late, Jonghyun said, "I have to go. It's almost bedtime. Goodbye." One of his dearest friends shared Jonghyun's farewell letter after the memorial service. Jonghyun wrote that the depression got the best of him and took complete control of his whole life. However, almost at the very end of the letter, he shared one of his biggest regrets. "I guess I wasn't meant to confront the world. I guess I wasn't meant to lead a life in the public eye. That's why it was hard. Honestly, he will always be remembered. Girls' Day, Hyeri."
Damn, man. I mean, mental health is something to not be taken lightly, you know. And especially these idols, they go under like hundreds of times more pressure than like a normal person, right? You don't open your Instagram and have 1,000 messages saying
Hyeri from
to off yourself, you know.
Girls' Day was a cast member of 2015 drama Reply in 1988. In one of the scenes, the character that she played found out that her grandmother passed away through a phone call. At first, it looks like Hyeri is just acting and doing her best to portray the real feelings of a person who has just lost a close family member. But soon after the drama aired, behind-the-scenes footage was released too. In the video from filming the exact same scene, you can see Hyeri being extremely nervous before getting into her role. As soon as her character received the phone call, she started to cry and had continued to do so even minutes after the director said cut. Well, as it was later revealed by Hyeri herself, she couldn't hold in her tears because her very own grandmother had passed away just a day before filming that scene. In an interview, Hyeri said, "The day before I filmed the scene, my grandmother actually passed away. The situation became reality, so it was very hard for me. One can only imagine how strong she really was to continue filming." The drama ended up being very successful, and it was the only thing that made Hyeri happy back then. Man. Hara, another angel of K-pop, had a hard time dealing with the pressure of the media and rude remarks of tireless haters. Hara was a very good friend of Sulli, and when she passed away, it was absolutely devastating for her. If you don't know, Hara was a target of verbal and physical harm, and her ex-boyfriend threatened to ruin her career numerous times. He used to verbally torment her, and when the fight got physical, she fought back. Unfortunately, this was turned against her when the lawyers took this matter into their hands because her ex-partner said that she was the first one to pick a fight. I feel like there needs to be like some kind of protection for these idols, you know, like Hara said that he grabbed my hair and pulled me. But this is like domestic violence. The whiteboard and through the air purifier. I also scratched him in that process. We fought severely to the point that my body was bruised. She was the only one to apologize for her actions, but that didn't stop people from hating on her. Very few people stayed close with her, and one of those was Sulli. It is unimaginable what kind of pain had they gone through. After Sulli passed away, Hara went on Instagram Live where she let all of her emotions out and kept on crying. She said, "I'm sorry, Sulli. I have no other choice but to say goodbye like this." During the live stream, she promised Jinri to live a happy life and work hard. But only 6 weeks after Sulli passed away, the same thing happened to Hara and was found unconscious in her own apartment. Both of them were like sisters. They supported each other and had nothing but love and understanding for one another. We can only hope that they're friends again as angels too. I know, this was one big of an emotional roller coaster, and I don't know if it's appropriate to say anything else. If you'd like part 2 or see more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Please, spread love because the idols go through so much. Just like we do. Thanks for—
Damn, man, that's insane. Some of these stories. Oof. Yeah, anyways, chat. That was a depressing video. That's pretty sad. Thank you for watching this video, and also thank you very much to all of my supporters over at Patreon. If you'd like to see these videos earlier, head on to Patreon, and if you want to see more videos, click the videos here for more videos from me.